How's the mics for everybody? Mic check, if you're ready. You good? Everybody good? All right. Anthony, you ready? Okay. Hey, thanks everybody for coming out this morning. Beautiful day. Another great day to be part of Louisville and experiencing some new info here. I'll get right to it. Breeze Airways is starting a new airline with David Nealman. He's got a 100% track record, and they really have a mission to have the world's nicest airline at cheaper fares. And so we got a little video here that we'll kick off, and then I'll tell you a little bit more about Breeze.
This summer, we'll be in 15 cities like Norfolk, Charleston, Tampa, New Orleans, and with fares, get this, starting at only $39.
So Breeze Airways, David Nealman is in our business is really kind of a rock star. He's got a history of starting airlines. I mean, everybody's heard of JetBlue. It's very successful. We have every reason to believe that Breeze Airlines is going to be a great addition to our market. In fact, it's our eighth airline to the market. It's 8 airlines for Louisville, and it'll be 35 nonstops. These are all-time records for us. So if you think where we were a year ago with really nobody traveling, we've been able to continue to grow air service in the market, adding an 8th airline. And just 3 months ago, we were here talking about another new airline. So we're very excited about Breeze. We think it's going to be fabulous, low fares, nice people, nice service. And next week, they'll fly their first flight. So we hope to see you all here next week as well. So I'll turn it over to Anthony. Anthony's the guy that makes all this happen. When we were going into this last year, we talked about opportunities in the face of adversity. And Anthony is really kind of the glue that holds it all together, and is one that reaches out to the airlines, talks about how great it is to be part of Louisville, all the great things that are happening in Louisville. Everything that was going on that was wonderful in 2019 is still good, is still great, and we need airlines to get people from here to points across the globe and get people into Louisville to experience all the great things that we know exist here. And Anthony's the guy that has been on the front end making all that happen. Anthony?
Yes, so beginning May 28th, that's next week, Breeze will begin flying nonstop from Louisville to Charleston, South Carolina, and also Tampa, Florida. And then beginning July 15th, they're going to add nonstop service in New Orleans. All flights are going to be 4 times weekly, and fares on sale right now at flybreeze.com as low as $39. It's, like Dan was saying, it's really incredible that we're able to launch another new airline right now. As he said, you know, David Nealman has really been a rock star at launching airlines in the U.S., Canada, South America, 100% success track record. So the fact that, you know, the founder of JetBlue is launching a new airline, and Louisville is one of the first cities that airline is going to be flying to, really speaks volumes to the market and to the things that we've been able to do here. It's also a huge win for us because, you know, out of all these cities in this region that this new airline was looking to fly to, they picked Louisville first. So I think it's a significant win for the city and a huge win for the airport and the region as a whole.
Thanks, Anthony. I think that's really all for the program. We do want to take questions, and I also have Zach with Louisville Tourism. Zach's up, willing to take a few questions as well. So again, thanks for coming. Breeze Airways, fabulous fares, launch city, 35 nonstops. I mean, it's just amazing to be part of this. And the folks that fly and want to get somewhere, ditch the mask, great airfares, and let's go fly. Thanks. Zach, come on up. Does anybody have any questions for us? Yes, ma'am.
You talked about this being great for Louisville and the region. Why Louisville? What was it about this city and this market that they said this is the right place to start?
Yeah, so a couple things. One is there's the population here. There's enough population, and we don't have a lot of low-cost airlines. And so when they say, "Hey, where are people at? Where are they located? And where is there opportunity to have low costs and stimulate the market?" And so that's why they looked at Louisville. But there's some other things key about Louisville. It's employment, disposable income, stable economy. And people are starting to look at bourbonism and fly in. So it's not just us flying somewhere. I mean, that's kind of what we think about a lot of times is, hey, where can we go from here? But this is about people outside of our market having a reason to come to Louisville. And so all those things together made a lot of sense for Breeze to launch. There's some other parts, I mean, it's kind of in the weeds, but we do have UPS over here, which helps keep our costs unbelievably low. So it's not just the jobs over there, but our cost, what we charge the airlines, we're really competitive. And so, and then frankly, coming through the pandemic when there weren't a lot of passengers, not a lot of revenue, we had all this land and weight with cargo that we were able to keep our costs of the airlines extremely low. And so that stability really kind of was a decision point where they said, hey, you know what? This is probably a great place to start and launch this airline. So a lot of factors, but it really comes down to people and people being willing to fly and have disposable income. And I think that's what sets us apart. I don't know, Zach, if you have.
No, I mean, I was going to just say, there's actually, first of all, huge shout out to the airport. In a year of losses, they keep winning time and time again. It's crazy. They're up to almost 40 direct flights. That's awesome. There was actually a great new survey that just came out from Longwoods USA that said 88% of Americans are planning travel in the next 6 months. So whether that be leisure travel to Louisville, Dan nailed it. You know, folks want to come. They want to experience the bourbon scene. We have a great music festival this weekend that is actually bringing in folks from 28 states down to Waterfront Park with our friends at Danny Wimmer Presents. It's Billy Strings. So just a lot of good things happening in Louisville. We have a long way to go to get our conventions, our trade shows, and our group business back. But we're really excited about new airlines, new opportunities for folks to get into Louisville. It's great for everybody.
What are your expectations for the summer for air travel?
So nationwide, capacity for the airlines is back about 80% this summer. This summer in Louisville, we're going to be about 100% of where we were pre-pandemic. So 2019 was an all-time record year for this airport, and we're going to be back to those levels for capacity and passengers. And to follow up on what they just said about, you know, why Louisville, 2018, 2019, we were breaking passenger records. This airport was growing faster than it's ever grown, and we were one of the fastest growing airports in the whole country. And the industry noticed that, the airlines noticed that. So really, we're just kind of picking up where we left off.
What do you guys do to make sure people feel safe traveling?
Yeah, I mean, really, it's not so much us. I mean, we're doing all the things that all the other airports are doing, from social distancing and the cleaning, but really, it's the fact that the vaccine's out right now, and I think people are just feeling more comfortable. We've been holed up for a year, and people are ready to fly and get out, and I think the more folks get vaccinated, everybody's just really feeling safe. I think the real testament of that is about how safe people are feeling when they come through airports. Again, through this whole pandemic, there really was no tracking of the virus from airports, and so it's like, gosh, people are flying and they're not getting it. But the other part is when you see that 1 year later we're at 100% capacity. The projections were early on that, man, it could be 24, 25 before we get back to normal. We think we're going to be back to normal this summer as it relates to demand, at least for the leisure side, maybe not the business side, but I think people are just seeing the news, the vaccine's out. I think people are just feeling comfortable, and we're seeing it already in the terminal. Anything else?
How many airlines have we had total this many before ever?
We've never had this many airlines and this many nonstops. This is a new record for us, and it's really the most ultra low cost carriers we've had as well. That's why I think you're going to see this leisure demand, pent up demand coming back. So we're pretty excited about it. But again, not an all time passenger record. I think that's in the near future. But again, as far as capacity, airlines, competition, it's the best we've had.
Is there any service right now that we have not had before?
Probably.
What's the question?
So is there any service, any destinations now because of this that we did not have before?
No, not currently. So Charleston is a new market, obviously, for the airport. Breeze is actually going to be the second carrier flying to Charleston. They and Allegiant actually start service to Charleston on the same day, coincidentally. So that is a new market. And then New Orleans is a more recently added market that Allegiant also flies, but Breeze is coming in with more frequency, more flights.
As it relates to new markets, obviously, Breeze has got to launch these cities. We think there's going to be a lot of opportunities with Breeze. Again, they're the right size, the right price, and their goal is to serve smaller markets that don't have nonstop service. So we think there's going to be a great deal of opportunity in the future for Breeze, and you know, cities like we keep hearing Pittsburgh, Norfolk, Kansas City, cities like that, similar size to us, population base. Again, it's about people trying to have opportunities to fly that isn't what we are used to seeing. So we think there's going to be a great deal of new nonstops in the future. All right, thanks everybody. We appreciate it.